you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no. You better call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 18 Gators. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Catch it. Catch it. Hey, box truck.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Hey, high 7. 2.
Here's Jones on first down. He completes it to Tate. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 33 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
6-6, pull it high. Forward, Tokyo.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Go.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Great. Pilot, 64, weak. 81. 29 is Mike 29. Watch the pass. 29 is Mike.
Now wins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Topper! Hey, kill. Hey, seam 6. Here. Hey, watch it. Hey, staff.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. O'Shane Zimenez in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. He gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, Sam off. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Throwing Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Go now. 50, plant. Check, watch 54. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, You've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. Watching that play unfold or watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Watch a slant, watch a slant. Go out. Hey, check 24, check 24.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Big-time play on 3rd and short.
Showed a little toughness there, didn't he? Because there's not a single offensive game plan that doesn't involve saying, let's keep running at the corners and see if they'll tackle all game long. He proved that he had the ability and the willingness to get that done.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here we go. 180. Sunday. Check. 22 jet bomber. 52. Joker. Okay, other side, solid.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
General West. Lucky. They forced Tokyo.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Kill. 80 weapons.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Switch. Hey, switch gears.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? 60 or. Check, 47. I'm not ready. Blue draw, Corker. Kill. Turn up. 2.
On second down, here's Barkley trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Mike 54. Mike 50. Hey, Haywood. Here we go. Right there.
Now Jones. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
46 down, man, 5-4. Hey, exit. Mike 29. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Dexter Lawrence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
5-9, 5-9. 5. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. 65. 65.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
That one sails out of bounds. A side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at that 8-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
I got you, sir. Pilot, 64, weak. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Shit. Look at me. Door. Get it.
Second and 11. Escaping the pressure right.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On first down, Wentz. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Eagles on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and a mile.
Sunday. Hey, echo.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Eagles on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They look good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Jones, throwing again on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. On 2nd and 15 now. Wentz. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Now Wentz on 3rd down. That's caught by Jackson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Sanders. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Wentz flushed out right. It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Wentz to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half.
On the double.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here we go. Hey, Orbit.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Jones now operating from the gun.
Let's get in there.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's Wentz to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
29 is the mic.
Now Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
46-yard line.
Set up. 80 weapons. 8 read.
On first down, Jones. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Fletcher Cox, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 15. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jannard Avery in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Needs something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 3. Get.
Operating from the gun. Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. With it is Jackson. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work, Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll go again with Sanders, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 68 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Giants first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
There you are. Knock it out. Check safety, check safety. Kill. Protein spill. Ready.
Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
On 2nd and 12, Jones, and an alley to run. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That's what I do. Watch out. 64, weak. Yep.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And Tate's got it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watch the safety creep. Check 31. Check 31. Hard.
They'll run with Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 40-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw. Jones. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. back at the 47-yard line. Fletcher Cox, his second sack of the night. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Fellas, let's set a tone. Check 26, check 26. Hey, other side, solid. Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. 27 yards there, a first down.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And an Eagles first down.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll run with Sanders. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game. Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said. It actually comes true. It's actually right. What happens more? This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, 51 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board, will it energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
That's good. For Eagles, first down.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Flush to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10.
218, chop it.
Check nickel. Alert flare.
Check.
Check hot route.
Hey.
2. They begin with a run by Barkley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
High 7. Go. Look, squeeze. Hey, seam 6.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. I don't even know why this.
Leo.
Jim.
Check.
Looking to throw. Jones. Looking for Shepard deep. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, 51 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that they're...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. O'Shane Ximines able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening.
At the 24-yard line.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 82.
Wentz going to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Let's see what you got. Back. Hey, 74. Go.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch the eye. Look at me. Go. Hey, lock it. Hey, alert 3. 22-jet bomber. Fire.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. He's got his man. This is Tate. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
14, 82, 14. Mike 29.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Hey, Haywood. Hey. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Hey, 1-7. Check. Go. Mike 54. I'm here all day. Mike 54. Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
There. Say.
Back to throw. Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 44. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to be brought down.